Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. I'm Cassie Knoll. The Suncoast Humane Society is committed to never turning an animal away, regardless of health, temperament, size, or breed. Joining me now to tell us about this amazing organization is Sarah Jackson. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you for having me.
I'm very glad to have you here today because we have hurricane season coming up and we have a lot to talk about. So first, let's start with talking about what is the Suncoast Humane Society?
We are an open admissions animal shelter. We take in about 2,000 pets a year. We also operate a low-cost preventive healthcare clinic for pets. We offer low-cost spay-neuter surgery for cats and dogs, vaccinations, microchipping, tests, and more. We also operate 3 thrift stores. They're located across the Suncoast in Inglewood, Port Charlotte, and Venice. Back in August 2004, we became the command central for Charlotte County in the aftermath of Hurricane Charlie. We took in everyone's pets after they got separated from their owners during that disaster.
Yeah, because I mean, that's one of the biggest disasters we've had recently here on the Suncoast.
Definitely.
That's a very important role that you guys play.
Yes, it was quite the operation.
It sounds like it, and I've seen the pictures of it,
yes,
talking about it.
It was quite a trying time, but we got through it, and
we'll keep our fingers crossed that that doesn't happen again.
Yes.
But in the event that it does, it's good for people to be prepared. So tell me a little bit about what you brought with you today.
Well, I made a disaster kit for one of my cats, my Tuffy, and there's several things you're going to want to have in a case of a disaster. You're going to want to make sure you have a several-day supply of water and food for your pet. If your pet is on any medications, make sure you have that stocked up. If your pet has any perishable medications, like for instance, if your pet takes insulin because they're living with diabetes, you're going to want to make sure to add that to your disaster kit at the last minute. If you're going to a shelter, you're going to want to make sure you have a carrier, their bed to make them feel comforted, any toys they like, any grooming tools to help relieve stress. Also, you're going to want to bring all your medical records that you have for your pet. You're going to want to bring any microchip information, their rabies tag information, their medical records from your veterinarian. You're going to want to have all that information, and in case you get separated, you'll be able to be quickly reunited.
And that's a lot of information to have, so it's good to have it together before.
Exactly, be prepared.
Yeah, rather than in the event of.
Exactly, it's harder to get it all together. Just have it ready to go in your home, and
and the other thing to mention is that those shelters are a last resort. So they're not the most comfortable conditions for you or for your pet. So just to understand, if you end up at a pet-friendly shelter you go to, you're not going to be seeing your pet. They're going to be in their carrier.
They're going to be in a separate area from you, and you're going to in a makeshift shelter. If it's after a major disaster, they might be making a shelter up that just accepts pets as kind of like a last-minute thing. So you're going to want to bring along a larger cage for your pet to stay in during that time. In the case of a cat, you're going to want to have a crate big enough that can also accommodate their litter box and other essentials while they're staying in the shelter.
And so, of course, if you want to learn more about this, besides what you're hearing today, obviously we'll talk about their website and everything in a little bit, but we're actually having a Hurricane Expo.
We'll be there, on Saturday, June 6th at the Lowe's on Fruitville in Sarasota. We're going to be there from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and just giving out information on disaster preparedness.
Definitely something everyone should be checking out. And again, we'll remind you as we get a little bit closer to it. So part of the reason you're here today, too, is because you guys need volunteers all the time.
We always need volunteers. We have a variety of volunteer opportunities available. You can work directly or indirectly with animals. At our animal care center, we always need visitor assistants, cat cuddlers, dog walkers, laundry assistants, and there's more opportunities there too. We also have 4 satellite adoption centers where we keep adoptable cats, and so we always need satellite cat cuddlers there and adoption assistants. We actually perform the adoptions at these satellite locations. At our thrift stores, we always need volunteers who can help us accept, sort through, and display our merchandise. All the proceeds from our thrift stores come back to benefit our program services and homeless pets. So that's a really cool thing there. So maybe you're not working directly with our animals, but you are helping them.
Yeah, so maybe if somebody doesn't necessarily like animals, but they want to help out with the Humane Society, you can do it that way too. Or if you're allergic, that's another thing. So do you guys have any upcoming adoption specials?
We do. We tend to have adoption specials during special celebrations like Adopt a Cat Month or Adopt a Dog Month. In June, for Adopt a Cat Month, we're going to be having an adoption special for the entire month. And the details of that will be available on our website, humane.org, and on our social media starting June 1st.
All right, so those are the places people need to go for more information then.
Yes.
Humane.org, and what was the...
Just our social media. We have Facebook, Twitter, all that information is going to be on there.
All right, so definitely go check it out. Check out that Hurricane Expo on June 6th, where the Humane Society will be helping you get your pet prepared for hurricane season. Thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
And coming up on Suncoast FYI, the 4th Annual Myakka River Blues Festival. We'll have the details next, so stay tuned.